Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what messages and what cards come out in this reading today. Thank you so much for joining. So the first card that we have is the King of Cups. And we have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. We do have Aquarius energy with this card, so you could also be dealing with an Aquarius. So with the Star card showing up over here, this does feel like a hopeful energy. I also feel that with the Star card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of somebody who could be either at a distance, that could be emotionally or physically, but I do feel like there is a lot of missing, and even really being hopeful in this situation and hopeful to be able to actually have kind of a reconnection. I do feel that there's a lot of faith in this connection. I do feel like there's also a very deep sense of being invested. I do feel like with this King of Cups showing up over here, could be dealing with somebody who's older. I do feel like this person is someone who has a great hold on their emotions, especially when it comes to the expression of them. Do you feel like with this King of Cups, this is a pretty loving energy? Do you feel like it is also an energy of having a lot of feelings to the situation? This person has a lot of deep feelings in the situation, and I do feel that that could be something that they bottle up, but it's definitely present within this person, especially when it comes to the way that they feel about you. But with this Eight of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space that where it feels like there is a desire to avoid any complacency. And do you feel like there is also a sense of being in a position where you are not getting what you want out of a situation or any needs met? There's an energy of being prepared to walk away from it, because there is an understanding and a knowing that there is something better for you out there. And I do feel like with the Ace of Wands that there is. I do feel like with this Ace of Wands, this is a new opportunity, a new beginning. I do also feel like this could be an offer. I do feel like to be able to start something, to create something with someone, and I do feel like it comes to a strong start. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Hierophant. We have Taurus energy with this card. You could be dealing with a Taurus. We have the World. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands showing up here at the bottom of the deck. This is a very attractive energy. I do also feel like this is an energy of being able to attract many in many ways. I do feel like also as far as even on a career level or in as far as other kind of relationships, but it is a very attractive energy. I do feel like it is based upon somebody's aura, somebody's energy, which is very appealing, very likable, very charismatic. And I do feel that with this Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of learning really deep lessons through experiences. And I do feel like with this connection, there is a sense of being able to actually learn a lot for someone, especially when it comes to the way that you make them feel. Do you feel like there is a sense of awakening and even really deep and meaningful realizations for this person based upon how this connection is really making them feel? Do you feel like with the Hierophant card showing up over here, this is also a very committed energy? I do feel like when it comes to this person and where they focus their energy, they are the kind of person who is all in. I do feel like this is the kind of person who is either in it or is not. I do feel like there's also recognition of being invested in this connection, and there's quite committed energy. With the Hierophant showing up over here, this does also feel like a very much open to learning energy. So I do feel like this person is very open to learning you, learning the situation, and even being able to show up in a way that is going to allow for things to work out in the long run. I do feel like this is long-term energy as well. With the Hierophant, I also get that with this energy, I do feel like there is also something very very traditional and even perhaps even a bit old school when it comes to the way this person is and the kind of person they are. I also get a very mature energy with the King of Cups. But with the world card, with the wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like a very meaningful connection. I do feel like it is something that you feel on a deep level when it comes to this connection with this person. I do feel like though with the wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of going through a lot of experiences and even a lot of emotions. Could be the highs and the lows, but I do feel like it is also one that impacts you emotionally. And I do feel like with the wheel card, this does feel like an energy of having something or some kind of a takeaway from a relationship or from a connection that will be with you forever. So I do feel like this is an instant recognition of that feeling. I do feel like with the wheel card, there's also a sense of being fortunate when it comes to the connection and even just the way this person is making you feel and even how this person feels about you. There is a very lucky and a sense of feeling very lucky. And I do feel like with this wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like fortunate energy, but I do feel like it's also about divine timing. And I do feel like when it comes to a situation and how long you are sticking in it, this also feels like being able to actually take action at the right time. So I do get that with the Eight of Cups showing up over here above the wheel card, this does also feel like an energy of being in a position where you're acting based upon the time. I do feel like either the time spent in a situation and even just the time of feeling like it's the right time to be able to either be able to move on to something better or be able to actually be open to move towards something better. But I do feel like with this wheel card showing up over here, this also feels like an opportunity coming in at the right time for you. So I do feel like when it comes to a situation, this does feel like empowered energy, not staying in a situation just because it is something that has been in the works for a long time. So I do feel like this does feel like opportunity also that you are being presented or that you're moving towards. And I do feel like with this 10 of Pentacles, this does feel like a pretty abundant energy. I feel that in as far as your work, your career, your finances, but I also feel that even as far as the people around you and that feeling of abundance. So I do feel like this is also an energy of long-term potential with someone. It could be somebody that you're meeting with this Ace of Wands. This does feel like a new beginning. I also feel like reaching a phase or a stage in the connection where you're moving to this new level. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have romantic feelings and we have passion. And we have love yourself first. So the romantic feelings card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who's about to do a romantic gesture. I do feel like this person has deep feelings. I also feel that this person is in a space where they feel ready. And I do feel like with the Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a position where someone feels ready as far as having had learned a lot and even done the work based upon past experiences and even when it comes to a situation. And I do feel like this person is someone who is perhaps even a more traditional person in the way that they move, but I do feel like this person is someone who's going to be expressive. And I do feel like when it comes to romantic feelings that they also quite expressive, or they're going to either they're thinking of a way to be able to make and present a romantic gesture to you. But I do feel like with the King of Cups showing up over here, there are deep feelings here. This person can't contain that. They can't hide that. I do feel like with this Passion card showing up over here, I do feel like this does pertain to the Wheel card. And it's something very meaningful here. I do feel like it's also quite deep when it comes to a connection. And also when it comes to just the interactions between two people. And I do feel like it brings out this really passionate and even pleasant, happy kind of feeling that is felt. So I do feel like it's even a little bit visceral with this Passion card showing up over here. There is a desire to have that with someone that you may have. I do feel like with this Love Yourself First card here, this does pertain to this Eight of Pentacles. This is about not settling. I do feel like there is an energy of something being presented with this Ace of Wands. I do feel like it's also something that is within your, something that you are actually you actually are desiring something that you want. So do you feel like with that world card, with that star card, there is a sense of being hopeful? Do you feel like with this love yourself first card, this is putting yourself first, and I do feel like you will get to see that. With this is really also a very self-respecting energy, and I get that with that Queen of Wands. It's a very attractive energy to the people around you too, when you're putting yourself first. And even I do feel like self-care also being something that is a factor, and also is also leading to some kind of something that's making you very attractive. I do feel like even physically, but I also feel that it's also felt as far as your energy, your aura, your spirit. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.